Hey guys, it's Savannah, and today I'm going to be telling you some of the dreams that I've had since a fellow subscriber suggested and wanted to hear some of my dreams. Here I have some tabs, and I've chosen some of the stories that I will be reading to you guys. So let's begin. I looked about 4 or 5 months pregnant, but apparently I was due because everyone was telling me to push. It was a home birth in what seemed to be like my white-colored restroom. I continued to try and push out my baby, and instead I pushed out some poop. Days would fly by, and it was all a blur. I don't really remember much, but apparently every day was my due date for giving birth. I was at some Six Flags theme park thing with Daisy, and we were in the front of the line on a ride. As we were about to get on, One Direction appeared out of nowhere. Everyone began jumping and screaming with joy. I looked at Daisy, who went and hugged Niall. So I hugged Harry. Then we switched. Niall hugged me really tight, not wanting to let go. He was complimenting me about how I am a good host, but I didn't know what he was talking about. He even handed me his phone to take pictures of us both. We took pictures, and then he got on the ride, taking our turn. Later, I was standing at a closed stand, and Harry came up to me. I tried taking selfies with him, but the camera had low quality. Harry left, and I decided to add my number on Niall's phone, but I saw he had already had it saved. Apparently, we had been texting for a while. These two obese guys were standing in front of our house. They had an ice cream truck and their own truck. We arrived at the same time, and I was about to call the police, but Sammy said that she could handle it. She couldn't handle it, so I snuck around the back and went into their truck. I found an extremely sharp knife and slashed their tires. Our neighbors had arrived, and I told the lady to call the cops, but she was like, "Oh well, you're getting robbed." I went back, and the younger guy was trying to kill me until finally a cop arrived, and turned out he was a rookie cop, and it was Leonard from The Big Bang Theory. The guy knocked out the cop, and came at me with a hammer, knocking the knife out of my hands. Somehow he died, and the oldest brother tried attacking me and my sister. But I forgot what it was. Next thing I know, the front neighbors had a bunch of pale girls with black leaking eyes. I ran like hell and tried to kill myself with the police gun, but the bullets were blanks. I'm going to be using substitute names just to not reveal anybody. So this person, we'll just call him Mickey. Mickey had texted me saying that he missed me, and you could tell that we used to be a thing. I told him I was too busy with school and work to be bothered with a relationship. He ignored me and asked me for my address. Apparently I gave it to him because the next thing I know, he was here at the house with chocolates and roses. How sweet. Adela and I were at a hotel because we were going to a prom dance that night. We were roaming around when we bumped into Sir and his new girlfriend. Adela started talking to the girl, and Sir left. He began texting me saying he really loved the girl. He kept trying to convince me, but I wouldn't have it. They left, and Adela and me went back to the hotel. Sir kept texting me, but I ignored him. I was about to shower when my prom dress arrived. They had sent an ugly-ass maroon dress that looked like it was made by a 5-year-old. I left angrily and ran into Sir. I confessed about having a crush on him and... what was the other guy's name? Him and Mickey. He was speechless. The next day I was at a church filming a show where two ghetto girls were laughing at two old ladies I was interviewing. I got mad and they came over ready to fight. One of them was about to punch me, but my cousin came in swinging. We started beating her up together. That's not right. The second girl wanted to get beat up too, so she said, "Punch me." So my cousin broke her nose, and then we started laughing about the whole thing. I'm gonna call this guy Asshole. Asshole did a presentation about girls who are hoes, and he put my picture up as one of them. He was mad because I had ignored him for quite a while. The teacher was my college professor, but he didn't say anything. He just felt bad for me. I left and suddenly was at a lake. I put my phone inside where my tia was already leaving to Mexico. When I left the hotel room, it was suddenly a hospital, and Kim Kardashian came crying at me, handing me over her baby, saying to help Kanye because he had passed out. I was holding baby North and trying to help out Kanye. I had to play a gambling machine to win them coupons because otherwise the nurses wouldn't help out. And last but not least, my mom gave me her wallet to hold, and once she left, a guy I went to high school with tried stealing it from me. He was using a blade to cut me to try and take it, but I was not having it. I was not going to let go of my mother's wallet. They broke us up, and I shouted, "How would you like it if somebody tried stealing your hard-earned money?" I quickly left down the stairs and ended up in the old neighborhood I used to live in. There was only one house though. There was crazy people inside who my parents and other people were talking to, but suddenly the crazy people killed them because they were poor. The neighborhood suddenly went back to normal, and all of the crazy people had turned into ghosts. One of them came at me with a bat trying to kill me, but I somehow stopped her and showed her that everyone in the neighborhood was poor. So she realized it was a common thing and tried to convince her other crazy people, but one of them tried attacking me, and then I woke up. So that's it for my dreams. I don't know about you guys, but I have some pretty weird dreams. And there were some that I did not write because it was just like really messed up. Or I just couldn't remember much of the details, so I wasn't going to waste an entire page just writing one simple sentence. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you've had weird dreams. Comment some of the dreams that you've had. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Bye!